Hello, beautiful being. Welcome to In Her Dreams and welcome to your reading. I'm grateful that you're taking time to tune in to see what messages are flowing in from Spirit for you. Remember that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Alright, I'm releasing this video on the day of the Lionsgate portal, but it actually lasts, that's on 8/8. It actually lasts, the portal is open until, I want to say the 12th. I'll confirm that. If it's a different date, I'll put it down below. But it's a powerful time of manifestation. On 8/8, the energy is the strongest. So if you haven't tapped into this energy already, visualize, light a candle, whatever it is that you want to manifest in your world. It's a very powerful time to do that, okay? Let's get a rune to see what's coming through for you. Alright, you've got a blank canvas to do what you want to do. You have freedom. You're free. Alright, you've got, now these came out in reverse. Okay? These are reversed. So there's something that's drifting away, moving apart. Okay, this is Rido, but it came out in the reverse. So there's someone who is drifting away. This could be a good thing. I feel like this being beside the blank canvas, there's someone who's moving away from you, which is freeing up your energy. It's giving you the room, the time, the space that you need to manifest. Okay? Also with the timing of when I'm recording this reading, lots of room for manifestation. So you're actually able to manifest better. Whatever it is that you intend to manifest at this time, you're able to do that more and better because someone who is in your energy is moving away. You've got Othala. There's someone who has been cut off from their ties to you. So this is bringing through an energy of separation. Okay, Othala. It did come out in reverse. And we've got Tiwaz. There's an energy here of a lack of discipline. This isn't you. This is someone around you. This is this person who's leaving your energy. I feel like the reason why they have to go is because they are undisciplined. This may be an impulsive person. This may be a person who had freedom that they did not take care of. They did not honor the freedom that they had with you. You could have given this person room in your life to exist, to connect, and they squandered it. Give me more on this, Spirit. Clarify this energy. All right, we've got dignity and passion. Passion is in the reverse. So there's somebody here who you could have been passionate with them, or perhaps they felt passionately for you, but they did not express this passion in a dignified manner. In other words, I feel like passion is a part of that freedom that they had with you, but they didn't express it in a positive way. They could have expressed their passion towards you through anger, resentment, a hot temper. I'm getting the energy of a hothead. And so they had to go. Because I'm definitely getting the energy of space, movement here. Where it's like they didn't do right with what they had with you. There could have been cheating with this passion card. There could have been a lot of anger that they expressed not only towards you, but about you, like they just brought drama. Divine, please clarify this situation. Who is this person who had a lot of passion but did not express it in a positive manner? Well, a cycle has closed out with the world, but somebody's burdened by that. So I definitely see that energy of someone moving away from you, distancing themselves because they had to. All right, they had to do this. It's like they ran out of time. They had no more opportunities, no more chances to misuse or abuse your dignity. It's almost as if they wanted to, what's coming through is they wanted to make you look foolish in order to get the upper hand. I'm getting the energy of competition here. Okay? There is fire energy here with this wands. This could be a fire sign. Okay, so you're seeing here in the Six of Wands where you are successful. There's something that you are succeeding with. This could be a direction that you're moving in your career, moves that you're making within your career. It could be within your healing journey, okay? But I do see passion and inspiration here. A positive passion, not this kind of passion that this person was throwing around, okay? But I see you moving in a very inspired way with the Six of Wands, winning. You are winning, okay? There's creative energy here. There's passion and inspiration, and you are winning. So there's a way in which you are shining. You are obviously victorious. And I say obviously because people can see this. You're being viewed in a very successful way. Okay? Also, this person who's having to distance themselves from you because they abused your energy, they also see you in this light. They see you as the Six of Wands. They know that you're successful. But your success makes them feel like this with Eight of Swords. They're in their head. They're caught up in their thoughts. They're definitely not a person that's happy for you. Okay? Divine is bringing through their feelings, their intentions, their motives, because there could be a warning here. Okay? This could be confirmation, because I feel like you already are very aware of this energy. But the energy of warning, like, is coming through. That's interesting. Because Divine is saying to be careful about how you move forward with this entity. Wherever this person goes, they bring confusion. They cast illusions on every situation, every relationship that they involve themselves in. And they are coming through here as the Magician. They like to have control. This is definitely fire energy coming through in combination with this Ten of Wands. They have heavy fire energy somewhere in their chart, whether it's Sun, Moon, Rising, or any of the placements. This is fire coming through. They like to control, and they live in their ego. There's something that you have brought to an end, and the universe is supporting you with this. It's over with this person. Divine says that this cycle with this person has closed out. What hasn't closed out is their peace with that ending. It's over, it's done, but they see that as a burden. So this person was never happy for you when you were winning, when you were shining, whether that's something that you felt has come about recently, or what Spirit is bringing through is that you have always been a winner in this person's eyes. They've always seen your winning energy. That's why they've always been in the Eight of Swords, is because they are intimidated by any victory that you have. And so they tried to use manipulation and control, lies and deceit in order to bring that to an end. But what Divine said is, no, you will not bring that to an end. The relationship is over. The connection is over. Because Divine was not about to have this person continually attack you, continually work against you, when you are clearly on a beautiful path of not only healing, but of success. Like financial success, business success, creative success. That's something that Divine was not going to allow to be stopped. Not by this being or by anyone else. And so it's funny because there are two cards here that I'm seeing as this person, but also you. Okay, so with the Magician, I see this person in a very negative way, trying to control, trying to manipulate, trying to throw tricks your way, trying to create stumbling blocks for you. But I also see you as the Magician in a very positive light, in that you are creating, you are manifesting. And that's something that you're going to notice not only now, but in the future as well, especially with the energy of this 8/8 Lionsgate portal. I also see this person as 10 of Wands, where they're burdened by your victory and your success, but I see you in this energy feeling burdened by this person's continued existence. It's like this person has become a nuisance to you. Let me get some more on this. Okay, they're saying go here. Please clarify this, Spirit. Okay, so we have a hunter who is not able to resolve anything in their world, any issues, any dilemmas, any problems. They're not able to bring an ending to anything because they're not able to have peace about anything. They're too busy hunting. They're too busy chasing. That's why there's this passion, all right? They're chasing relationships. They're chasing one-night stands. They're chasing cheap thrills. And that's gotten them into a heap of trouble. But then they also want to chase you. Because in their mind, it's not okay that what's done is done. They want to keep something going. Why? Because they did not end it. Yeah, you ended this. And that's why they have a problem with it. If they had ended it, they would still do the same old thing that a narcissist does. I'm getting the energy of a narcissist here, where they come back and love bomb you and breadcrumb you and try to use you for whatever it is they want to use you for. When they're not able to get supply elsewhere, they come back, right? But because you ended it, oh, that was a major blow to this person's ego. That's why it's such a huge burden to them that it's over, because it didn't end in the way that they imagined it. What is it that this person wanted to cause for you in your life? What is it that they wanted for you? Yeah, fog of confusion. That's what they wanted for you, to create a fog of confusion in your world. And so it's very likely that this person is still trying to create that, because they still want things the way that they always wanted them. Yeah, broken mirror. They feel that their self-image has been shattered. They're not being viewed by people around them in the light that they want people to see them. They're restless. Because something tells me that you have not allowed this person to manipulate. 1444 on the timer. You're protected in your new beginnings, okay? Something tells me that you have not allowed this person to manipulate you. You're aware of it. You're aware that this person wants to manipulate, but you have stood your ground. And so when you stand your ground, you exude power. You exude confidence. That's you. Even if you don't always feel confident, that's the energy that you radiate. Because you are a beautiful being, and that's what you radiate to the people, to the environments around you. And so as this person has brought nothing but a fog of confusion, you have fought back very wisely and almost quietly. Like, you might not say much, but your energy speaks for itself. Yeah, the impact that this has had on this person, your willingness to stand up for yourself, whether you've spoken or whether you've just had this quiet energy, it has slowed down this person's momentum. But the funny thing is, that's what they wanted to do to you. By having this fog of confusion and surrounding you with that, I see them using other people to do that as well. It's funny because you have the Midas touch. Everything that you touch turns to gold. While this person, they bring death everywhere they go. To the people in their lives, to the people they meet, to the people they've known for years, death. And so they're experiencing nothing but endings, painful endings, one after another after another. And with the goals that they had for you, they've been slow in their momentum because they wanted to see things come to an end for you very quickly. They thought that this would be over by now. What do I mean by over? They thought that you would no longer be giving to your destiny, investing in your destiny. They thought that you would have given up completely on everything that's important to you. They thought that they would have control over you by now. Not only has your willingness to stand up for yourself slowed down their momentum, which is what they wanted to do to you, but it's allowed you to spread your wings of freedom. You are a free being. And you're free to create and to do and to speak and to be as you wish. And that's what you've done by blocking this person out of your life, is you have ensured and protected your freedom. This person realizes that they have run out of time with those clocks around there, okay? And a lot of this has to do with the Lionsgate portal. Because one thing that this portal is bringing through is justice. And also vindication. Because with them involving other people, with the Sands of Time card, I'm just seeing them involve other people. It's like they wanted to cause a whole sandstorm in your life. And so that involved not only creating illusions and bringing in other people to manipulate their thoughts and their view of you. So much gossip. I'm seeing so much gossip. And they're hasty. They're very hasty. They're impulsive. So with the amount of energy and effort that they have invested in these plans and attacks against you in order to control you, one thing they haven't been able to control is their own impulsivity. They are extremely hasty and rash because they're angry. Because in attacking you, they're not just attacking you. They're attacking their mother. They're attacking their father. They're attacking every single person in their world who broke their heart in their childhood. They're reliving their trauma as they attack you. That's one reason why they grew so attached to you, is because their dealings with you became a way for them to punish the people who've hurt them. It became their chosen way to work through their pain and their trauma. That's why they are addicted to you. This person has an addiction to you. Some people have, an addiction to certain substances. I don't put it past this person that they would be, they're experiencing that as well, because this person has an addictive personality. They easily grow addicted to an action or a substance or person. Easily. Because they're not willing to look within themselves and do the work that's needed to clear their energy. But they're being slowed down by the divine while you're moving freely. Divine says that you truly are free from this person. Yeah, this situation has happened in divine timing. Okay? And with this amount of freedom that you have manifested in this situation, divine is saying that truly it works out to be a blessing for you. That's not to say that this person has not taken things away from you or that things have not fallen away from you in your life. But it's because divine knew that there was a way for you to rebuild stronger, better. You're shifting your focus now. Now, this person is focused on you, but divine says they're also focused on a lot of other people that they shouldn't be focused on. You are not this person's only battle. You're not this person's only target. Okay? They've targeted a lot of people. And that's one reason why they assumed that they would be so successful in their efforts to control you, is because other people that they have tried to target have fallen to the wayside. They really didn't last long at all. But you're different. And what you showed this person is that there is a way to love yourself enough to stand and to choose yourself. You have been the first example in this person's life of someone who did not back down and who stood by their own self-love and remained true to that. Harmonic convergence. The universe is aligning and bringing you success. So you're aligning with the frequency of success. Also, you see those scales of justice? Yeah, this person that has been tormenting you because they can't get their shit together, they're having to shift their focus now because divine is saying that time is up. They've already been slowed down so much in their efforts. And see, this is why, because I want to see where this person is. Oh, okay. They're in a prison of regret. Listen. You schooled this person. You schooled this fool. Okay? I'm going to just say it like that. You schooled this fool. And it's not as if you said everything with words. You showed them what self-love looks like. And you showed them what self-love looks like in the face of adversity. Because when they were throwing this shit at you, you stood on your own 2 feet, supported by the divine, supported by your ancestors and your spirit allies, Because let me tell you something, with what this person put you through, you definitely are divinely blessed. You definitely are divinely guided and supported. That's why these other people that this person has tormented didn't make it, is because they were not divinely aligned. But you, my love, you're different. And you were able to harness peace from the divine, strength from the divine. And you know what you're about to harness now? Is success from the divine. And this is your reward for going through this transformative process that you've passed the test. You've passed every single test. And so divine says that now it is your time to experience abundance. You always had a glimmer of hope. There was always hope, no matter how dark it seemed. No matter how heavy this energy was that this person sent you. I'm seeing just dark, black energy being sent your way. So I know that they were doing spell work. They were either doing it themselves or having people do this. Also, what's coming through is that, you know, you don't have to light a candle in order to do spell work. Malicious gossip is spell work. So all of these lies that they were telling about you and spreading about you, they were doing spell work. They were attacking you. Because you have aligned with the divine, you are now experiencing a wind of change. And let me tell you something, this wind of change for you, it feels like this, okay? For this person, it's about to feel like a hurricane. It's about to feel like a tornado, and they are not going to be in the eye of the storm. They're going to be caught up in all the riffraff and all of the chaos, because this is what they sent you. And so it's always only a matter of time until all of that negative energy, all of that malicious gossip, all of that low vibe, those low vibe intentions and energy that they've been sending you, it only is a matter of time until it comes back to them. And divine says that now is the time. They are caught up in something that they cannot get out of. With that, the scales of justice right here, I'm seeing legal issues. That's why I said you're not this person's only target, okay? Now they may have a legal issue because of something that they did to you. And what Spirit is bringing through is that whether or not they're in a court of law or they're being sued because of something they did to you, they did something to you that they should be in prison for. They broke the law when they did something to attack you. They broke the law. Whether or not they got caught by a law enforcer or are being held accountable now by the law, it's either because of a situation with you or something that they did to attack someone else. But this person's hastiness has definitely caught up with them. This person's irrational behavior has definitely caught up with them, and they're headed to court. Their light has been completely blocked by themselves. They did this. And you know who their light was? You. You were their light. So now that you have said, no more. I'm not about to do it anymore. I'm not going round and round with you anymore. They are now cut off from your protection. That's why they want back in. Is because as long as they were able to access your energy, they had access to your divine beauty and sweetness and affection, and they also had protection underneath your energetic umbrella. They were protected by you. And when you separated yourself from them, they lost out on that. And that is why they are now in a prison of regret. And they live like this every single day. I see them not sleeping at night. And it's come back to haunt them. That same fog of confusion that they wanted to bring you, that they wanted to cast on you. Now that's what they're feeling. Now that's what they're feeling. Oh, I like those cards. That was my first time using that deck. I love it. I love it. Show me more, Spirit. Yeah. They're putting out an SOS. Please help. That's one reason why they're trying to stay in your energy. This person is in complete distress. They need assistance. Now this could be you. Oh, wow. Okay, so at the bottom there it says on the hunt. So that could have been the nature of this person coming after you. They were on the hunt for something with you with this cuffing season card. They were on the hunt for your energy. I feel like they still are. They came through earlier as the hunter, you know? That's what they do. They never sit back and allow things to just come to them. Because see, in order to do that, you gotta love yourself. You gotta focus on yourself. This person cannot settle down or calm their mind long enough to just focus on themselves. That's what's gotten them into this trouble that they're in now. You know what's coming through with this right here? These handcuffs. Okay, first of all, legal trouble. So, you know, that's what they are reaping, because that's what they were putting out there. But it's like they're handcuffed to other people. Other people that they dragged into this situation, other people that they gossiped to about you, those other people are also attached to this negative karma. So this karmic person is not the only person who is experiencing this negative energy. Anyone, Divine is saying that anyone who attached themselves to this person against you, they're going through it right now. They are in this SOS vibe where they need help. Now, this is something that they want to hide. It's something that they want to hide. They don't want this to come out. Okay? In fact, they might still be trying to act like they're flexing. Okay? Like they've got it together. But they're not even going to be able to do that for very long. Because at some point, them credit card bills are just going to be like, they're going to get to every cash register. It's going to be like, decline, 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 decline. Okay? Yeah, this is a very flashy and boastful person. Very boastful. When they walk in the room, the conversation shifts to them. Because they shift it towards them. They don't want to see anybody else shine. They don't want to hear about anybody else's success. It's always got to be about them. They're on a very long road. A very long road. Even if they were to begin to focus on themselves, it would be a very, very long road. I feel like, you know, one thing that this person wants in coming back to you is a hookup. Divine is saying, please be careful. Don't do that. Okay, I feel like there's no chance in hell that you would. But I'm getting the vibe of health issues. You know what I'm saying? Because this person has used their body as a weapon. And so you know what happens when you do that. It's like playing Russian roulette. You keep having sexual encounters with a whole bunch of people. I feel like this person's sexual hygiene is very subpar. Very subpar. I don't get the vibe of self-love at all, so there's no protection here with this person. You don't have to be anything other than yourself. This person could have made you or tried to make you feel like there was something off about you, or that there was something inadequate about you. And Divine is saying that that was all a part of that fog of confusion. Okay? You are unique. You are a beautiful individual. And you bring something to this world that nobody else brings. And you do it in such a beautiful, miraculous way. That is one reason why this person was attacking you. Is because they know that you are unique. But the way that they were trying to have people view you was that you were strange, or that you were doing something wrong. Whatever it is that you do artistically or for your business, first of all, you're winning. And they always saw you in this light. They knew your potential perhaps before you even saw it. And so they wanted to attack you. This card right here, when Spirit is saying you don't have to be anything other than yourself, they're letting me know that this person really tried to attack your self-esteem. And so that is something that is being constantly restored. Okay, at this time, this is a part of that wind of change where you're getting that energy back, that confidence. You have a hobby that pays, love. And if it hasn't paid, it's about to. So keep doing what you're doing because it's beautiful. And you create winds of change. So this card keeps coming through in many ways. You create winds of change with whatever it is that you do artistically. Yeah, for some of you, you teach, I see you training people, like working out or doing sports. For some reason, tennis is coming to me. Some of you are readers. Some of you are healers. Here's the thing. No matter what it is that you do, whether you call yourself a healer or a reader or whatever, a shaman, you are a healer. Whether you prepare food for people or you teach people how to do a skill or you help people train and work out, whatever it is that you do or create, you channel healing energy to people. So even if you're not into incense and all of that, you are still a healer, okay? You're a healer. That's why this person wants to come back. They want your healing energy, but it's off limits. Okay, both of those. They feel insecure in their relationship. So this person that wants back into your world, they're in another relationship, but they feel insecure there. And this is because, you know, there's so much of that cuffing season and hookups, you know, the hookup card. That's what they've been doing. Also, I'm seeing with that hookup and long road, this person has been hooking up with a whole lot of people for a long time. Okay? And it has impacted their health. And if you know about energy, which if you're watching my video, I know you know about energy, but having multiple meaningless sexual relationships with people or experiences, we're not even gonna call them relationships because you gotta relate with a person in order to have a relationship. This person is having sexual experiences that are cheap, that are fleeting. What I'm getting is that they have slept with people that they don't even know their names. And you know, sometimes we go through seasons like that in our lives, but this person knows better. They know better. And the thing that makes it so dirty is that they have accused you of being like spreading your energy. They may have even called you, you know, like too sexually loose or something like that, and they had no grounds on which to do that. And here they are. Here they are doing that. So that's one reason why they feel insecure in their relationship. Also, what Divine is bringing through is that whoever it is that they're involved with now is major trouble. And so in a way, their nonsense has caught up with them, because now they are involved with another person who isn't like you. They're not empathic. They're not kind. They're not loving. They're not sincere. They're just in it to win. Whatever it is that they want to win for themselves. So this person, this karmic that caused you all this trouble, they've met their match. They're big mad. They're big mad. And you know why they're big mad? Because you keep winning. You just don't stop winning, and you ain't gonna stop winning. Okay, when the rain washes you clean, you'll know. You will know. Yeah. Stevie Nicks, Fleetwood Mac. That goes along with that wind of change, okay? Something has come in. It's in part related to this 8-8 Lionsgate portal. There's energy that has been coming in to wash you clean. Speaking of winds of change, we've got on, I think Saturday. Yeah, it depends on when you're watching this, but if you're watching this before Saturday, which will be, I think, the 10th, we have a full moon in Aquarius. So with this wind of change, that is a really good time to connect with this energy. Aquarius is air energy, and it brings in change, okay? All air signs do, okay? They're good in order to manifest change. So you can connect with the energy of that full moon. And if you're watching this past that, you can still connect with the energy of change and with the water to wash you clean, okay? You can do water magic. You can take a spiritual bath. You can go outside and feel the wind and just visualize it cleansing your energy, wiping you clean, and bringing in a new vibe, a new frequency, because that is happening. I know you've been dealing with this for a long time. It just feels like it. It feels like old, stagnant energy. This has been coming through. I've posted about it in my community tab, but it has led to so much beautiful transformation because you have alchemized it. You have transmuted this negative energy into something beautiful. Yeah, you were a target. Also, the store target could be significant here, okay? But you have been a target by this person. They have targeted you, perhaps people that you love, okay? What I'm definitely seeing is that they have researched or like looked up information about you and perhaps people in your family, and they've targeted you. It's time for this to be over. Yeah, they've pulled away out of fear. They've pulled away out of fear. They pulled away from anything that is positive in their life. They've pulled away from any effort that they need to make in order to heal themselves. And what they've done is, instead of drawing close to activities and healing work, doing shadow work, that's what they've pulled away from because they're afraid to face themselves. But what they cling to, or what they have been clinging to, is you, because they wanted to take the easy route. So they pulled away from any rituals that they should be doing. All the rituals they were doing was trying to capture you, trying to target you, instead of doing those things. They've pushed that energy away, and they just wanted to come back and run to you in order to siphon your energy, because they're not willing to do the work that is necessary in order for them to truly heal and to not need someone anymore. So this involves your career. I feel like this person is very jealous of whatever it is that you do. And what I'm getting here is that with them being so jealous of your career, they may have targeted, with that target card coming out, they may have targeted you within your career, or if you create things, they may have targeted you there. And now they want to come back, but they want to come back to you in order to get some sort of new start, some sort of happy harmony. But they can't have happiness and harmony because that's not what they've been manifesting. But the beautiful thing is that that's what you're getting. Why? Because you've put up boundaries. So all of this that they're trying to come back to you in order to have a new beginning. And 10 of Cups. Why? Because this is your energy. You have 10 of Cups. You're winning. And you're winning because you put those blocks up. You have blocked this person out of your life. That is why you are succeeding. With career coming out, what's going on with this person's career? Yeah, you know what? They may have lost their career. Why? Because they're too busy spying. They're too busy spying. They cannot focus on their career or their healing or their shadow work long enough to even win in any way or any area of their life. Thank you, Divine. What does this beautiful being need to know about moving forward? What does this beautiful being need to know about moving forward? You're moving away from an ocean of suffering. That is perhaps what you felt like you were in. And so you're moving to calmer waters because you felt like you couldn't get the help that you needed. You are receiving a gift, okay? You're going to be receiving a gift. Divine, clarify this gift. Oh, this gift is going to provide spiritual insight. It also, I feel like for a lot of you, it's a result of your spiritual insight. So you're going to be receiving a gift because of your willingness to go within and do the work that is necessary. You've always been looking at yourself and how you could grow and how you could benefit from all of this. So a part of your gift, I can already tell you, is your 10 of Cups. A part of your gift is your new beginning. A part of your gift is your 6 of Wands. Yeah. You're able to recognize masks like no other. Infinite masks is kind of what you've been exposed to in your relationship with this other person, or your encounter or your dealings with this other person. You've been exposed to so many different masks that they have worn in order to try to capture you and to get you to fixate on them. And so what that's done is it's allowed you to transform and to become so much wiser. And you already were wise. Somehow that's related to the blessing that you're getting, that you're receiving. I feel like this is related to your intuitive energy. And with you working with other people, if you are working with other people or creating, there's something regarding truth and being yourself that is very important, but you're also sharing that energy with other people. You're also, whatever it is that you do, that you create, you are helping people to be themselves. You're helping people to realize the beautiful blessings that they can manifest as a result of being themselves, because they're not wearing a mask. Whatever it is that you do and you create, you're helping people to choose to be themselves and not to feel like they have to wear a mask. It's awesome. Oh yeah, look. And that's because, like, what you've been dealing with is a person who wears masks all the time. This is a narcissist or a person with narcissistic traits, okay? I'm not diagnosing, I'm just calling out the behavior. But look, you have been dealing with someone or with people. You know, it's funny because whatever people that this narcissist was involving in order to gang up against you, they're either narcissist or a baby narcissist. That's what I call them. They have narcissistic tendencies because, after all, birds of a feather flock together. And so there is no one on this earth who would so readily support a narcissist if they are not themselves that way. Okay? They love the gossip. They feed off of it. They feel like they need it. They love the competition. They love the, let's drag them through the mud. Let's ruin this person. I mean, ultimately, that's what a narcissist wants to do, is ruin other people. And so anybody who was with them on this journey of trying to bring you down, they also have narcissistic tendencies because they're comfortable with that evil energy. So you have had to identify falsehoods within other people, and you've gotten really good at it. You're a bullshit detector, okay? You're an A1, A+ bullshit detector. And when people come into your presence, you immediately know whether they are fake or if they are presenting themselves in a real way. That's the truth. So you're like a walking lie detector. Look at this. Great fortune, big luck. Big luck. Not just good luck. Big luck is coming your way. And you know, you deserve every bit of it, beautiful being. You deserve every single bit of this beautiful luck that's coming your way. Because you've been through so much. And you've stood the test of being attacked, of having your name dragged through the mud when you weren't even attacking anyone. See, Spirit wouldn't be giving these blessings, bestowing these blessings upon you, like the Ten of Cups, the Six of Wands, great fortune, and all of this, if you had been attacking other people. That's why this narcissist is losing it all. Because that was always their goal for you, was to make you lose it all. So that's what's happening to them. They wanted you to lose it. So now they're losing it. You're winning. All right, now this speaks to your spiritual energy. You have, this card is called Lotus Eyes, Enlightenment. You have a third eye that is so awakened and so clear. It was just 5111. So look, that's change, and portals are open for new experiences with 5111. You experienced the conflict. Now there's going to be change that is a beautiful new beginning for you. And a part of that is because through all of this nonsense that you've been presented, you've developed energetic sensitivity that is priceless. Absolutely priceless. And you're going to be able to help a lot of people because of that. And you're going to continue to stand strong within yourself with the assistance of the divine, with the blessings of your ancestors and your spirit allies. Beautiful. I want to pull an archetype card. Okay, oh, we got Artist and Angel. Look, that's you. Artist and Angel. You, with whatever it is that you create, you radiate angelic energy. Angelic energy. That's your vibe. And you do this with your creations. So keep creating. And I guarantee you, with that career card that came out, that's one reason why this narcissist was attacking you, because they know that what you create has an angelic frequency, and they hate that because they're evil. So of course they hate your angelic energy. Yeah, so okay, there's something related to what you create that takes people to it helps them to connect with their childlike nature, a sense of innocence. Okay, also your creations help people to heal their inner child wounds. The healing that you radiate to people, it energizes their connection to their inner child. Divine is bringing through outside. There's something you might want to do outside, creating outside. If you make videos, you might want to make some videos outside. Or if you work with people, you might want to work with them outside. I'm seeing somebody doing yoga classes outside, working out outside. Divine is saying go outside. Take your creative efforts outside. This is going to help to inspire that childlike nature. Looking at the clouds, feeling the wind, sitting by trees. Yeah, all that good stuff. All that good stuff. Okay, and then we go to, look at the bottom here. This is going back to the narcissist. Prostitute. Yeah, places material considerations and security above self-empowerment. So this is about someone around you, and I feel like this energy was coming through this narcissistic individual that you've separated yourself from. Placing materialism over the health and the well-being of the soul. Now, and this is getting kind of deep, okay? But I don't look down on prostitutes, okay? If there's ever a situation that a person is in where they are in danger, that is never a good thing, okay? But like if a person tells me that they have been a sex worker or whatever, it's like, I don't judge. I don't judge, okay? In my past life, I had experiences like this, okay? But what Divine is bringing through here for you is, first of all, this energy of placing materialism above the well-being of the soul, with this being a trait that's very evident in the karmic that you've separated yourself from. That's one reason why Divine does not want you involving yourself with them, because there would never be a balance or any compatibility in how you value material wealth. For them, it's everything. It's everything. It's get rich or bust. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's no just, let's just be, let's ensure that we have enough. Let's be thankful for what we have. So they always will place material wealth above the well-being of the soul. But also what Divine is saying is that that's something that's very beautiful about you, is that you don't sell yourself out in order to gain material wealth. And so there's something that Divine is saying that you don't have to do in order to achieve success. You don't have to put yourself out there in a way that makes you uncomfortable in order to be comfortable wealth-wise. You are able to achieve, attain, and maintain a very wealthy lifestyle. Okay, we're not talking about excessive wealth, but enough to maintain a good life. And Divine is being very clear about whatever it is that you do creatively. Don't do something that makes you feel like you have to compromise your well-being and your connection with spirit and with your soul just to get some money. Okay? And I want people to know who view my videos, I do not look down on sex workers. I do not look down on anyone who chooses to do that. I look down on the profession in the way that it humiliates people and does not, where people are doing that type of work and they're not protected and they don't feel safe. That's what I have an issue with, okay? Yeah, that's what I have an issue with. So if that's something that you have done, I'm not looking down on that at all. But we should all be safe, we should all be healthy, and we should never have to do something that separates us from our higher self just to eat, okay? Just to be able to pay for clothes or things like that, okay? All right, I'm gonna close with, I'm feeling Lilith's energy in the Zelle, okay? All right, let's see what we got. Look, sexual alchemy. Okay, so that's coming through. That must be something that, oh, I'm getting ringing in my left ear. Yeah, Divine is saying that that sex work is relevant to someone watching this video. So that's the message. Don't do anything that's going to separate you from yourself. If you cannot ensure your well-being, your health, and your positive mindset, okay? Because let me tell you something. There are high priestesses that in the ancient world shared their sexual energy in order to heal. Okay? High priests and high priestesses. It's something that's been so just dragged through the mud. It's become something that's so dirty simply because of how we treat the profession and because of the lack of safety that's provided for people in that profession. You know, I'm not here to get on a soapbox, but what I am saying is that, you know, certain things shouldn't be judged so quickly. However, it is important that everyone on this earth is able to do whatever it is that they do in order to earn money in a safe environment and without harming themselves or putting themselves in danger. And yeah, they should be safe and have a positive mindset and well-being. Okay, we've got Black Moon, Lilith, and Sagittarius. Free yourself. Okay? And that's exactly what you did, beautiful being. You freed yourself when you left this relationship. Perhaps if you have done sex work, you have freed yourself from an unsafe environment, from an unsafe situation. Yeah. Let's see what Lilith is coming through with here. Ashe Lilith. It's time to step into your freedom. Your drive to be a free spirit can feel strong right now. You can see the bigger picture and make decisions from an informed space. You may be breaking ties with someone or something that no longer serves you. Sagittarius is a mutable fire sign representing beliefs, wisdom, optimism, growth, and expansion through experience. Symbolized by the archer, it's ruled by lucky Jupiter and linked with the higher self, your true self. Sans programming weighing you down. When Black Moon Lilith is in Sagittarius, this freedom-loving energy can be repressed. Family might be significant here. Famous Black Moon Lilith in Sagittarius pop star Britney Spears experienced this with her public conservatorship battle. Perhaps in early childhood, past lives, or through ancestry, you witnessed painful persecution based on your beliefs or free spirit. This may have shut you down from new spiritual knowledge and information. Those who have Black Moon Lilith and Sagittarius in their natal charts can experience an unconventional approach to their spiritual or academic growth. Sometimes they can be dogmatic, creating friction with other people. Weren't we just talking about having an open view of things? You know? Yeah. In universal law and alchemy, your belief system creates your reality. When you shift the dark energy surrounding your beliefs, you will move into creation mastery. Knowing that you are a wise, intelligent being is important with healing this placement. Divine says traveling is a spiritual experience for you and will allow you to heal. Take time to escape and allow yourself to be present on your journey. Also, your beliefs are radical and the world needs them. I feel like what I just said about sex work was a little radical, but I could go so much harder than that, but I kept it G. So anyway, I have some out of the box views, but Ashe, I love it. Journal and write down your most rebellious and adventurous thoughts. The universe is liberating you from the control of others. Your higher perspective is freedom. Ashe. Yes, you are a free and extremely beautiful being. All right. I hope you enjoyed this message, and I hope that it provided clarity and strength and yeah, something good for you, some blessings. I wish you peace. I wish you joy. And I wish you so many blessings. Take care.